I completely restarted my computer. Hopefully, it's not laggy anymore. I guess we'll just have to see. Oh, today was so. I don't know. Today was just. I want to understand today better. That's what I'll say. So, this screen loaded, so let's look at this screen. I'm glad I didn't take a loss. Oh, we were reviewing my trade. That's right. Okay, so right, I kind of saw this whole thing as accumulation. I think it's very important to review the trade. Very important. So let's look at this. Right, I saw this whole thing as accumulation. Right, you see kind of what I'm seeing here. So this is what I saw. Um, let's go ahead and screenshot this. Hey, Haney, what's up? So yeah, this is what I saw going into my trade. Is I thought, we swept PM's highs, we broke 5-minute structure, 2022 gap in premium with low resistance liquidity. This is what I saw going into my trade. What I saw going into. There's a lot to learn from this. And then I tried being, a sniper. The sniper that I am. Just waited for 30-second change of state off of this. And I took this as 30-second change state of delivery retest. And I went break even like right away because I knew, we should probably just go run it. There's no reason not to go run it. This is why I go break even right away. And then we didn't. We didn't go run it. I think I saw that. Yeah, I think I saw that. Anyway, I went break even here. I thought fourth standard deviation lined up nicely with this, with this consolidation here. And so I was just thinking, oh wow, this should be clean. Hopefully, just go straight to 4R. And so I liked this a lot. So let's see why I was offside, because I know there was definitely a reason, right? So 2022 gap went break even right there, right? So 5-minute 2022 gap. Luckily, it was break even. That's what I'll say, right? And I think we might have even had SMT too. That was another confluence, right? This is on the 30-second. So let's go to the 30-second. I think there was SMT. You ever feel like, trading is like an invisible war that no one even knows is going on? Because what is really happening, right? There's a small group of people that knows how to trade, and they're hiding it from the rest of society. That's what's really going on. And it's just kind of crazy to think about if you really think about it. Like, there's just, very, very small group of people who know how to trade, and the rest of everyone else doesn't. It's just crazy to think about when you really think about it. uh was there even SMT? Yeah, there was SMT. So that was my other confluence that I had, was that we had SMT with this high. Right, we had SMT with this high. Yeah. And then we had SMT with this high. So it kind of looked good. I think it was decent. But, I was definitely offside on the higher time frame. So we got to figure out why. So, just for, aesthetic purposes, let's just draw this out over here. Okay. So then 30-second change of state. Yeah. I'm going to look at why it was off in just what could have possibly went wrong with this trade in just a second. I think it was just against the higher time frame, to be honest. Luckily, it was break even, right? So 10:48, 2022 plus 5 minute 30-second. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy when you really think about it. Like, and every single person who's ever, figured it out and learned how to trade, they just shut up. They don't tell people. Because it makes sense why. I mean, the more people you tell, the more people... I feel like just... The main thing is it's just like... Liquidity pools dry up, stop runs get less aggressive. There's just more easy liquidity. It's not like liquidity would go away, not as liquid stop runs, like those stuff we see right now, like where the market's just flying up and down all over the place. I feel like it'd be a lot less of, aggressive stop runs and more like, tricky. The market would be more tricky, but it would still be hunting liquidity. That's probably why they don't tell people is what I think. Okay, yeah, Google Sheets. So what went wrong with this? So Google Drive. I have to upload this. Man, I am doing a terrible job at making this market recap. Oh, I hope it's not lagging again. It looks like it just went up to 1,400. Yikes. I don't know why that is. Okay. Jade Cap's a funny guy. I like Jade Cap. He's one of the few traders who I actually genuinely vibe with. I like that guy. I have no reason to not like him. He's a cool guy. Respect him. Okay, let's get this folder out. $10.48, 2022 plus 5 minute 30-second. Dude, my grandpa emailed me telling me I should consider quitting trading. Bro, I'm so pissed. Like genuinely, you just don't get it, bro. I'm sorry. You're like, I love you, but you don't understand it. You don't understand trading, and I don't know. It just makes me mad. Like I get that he just doesn't understand, and that's just how he is. But it is a weird thing. It is really weird. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, bro. Yeah, I'm thinking about making a clickbait video, to be honest. Nah, he just doesn't know what he's talking about. It's just annoying. Just kind of annoying. Or that specific thing was kind of annoying. That happened. Yeah, but I was kind of upset about it, to be honest. I was like, genuinely? Okay. I I disagree with you. Just annoying. Other people just don't get it, man. And I'm not trying to, be mean to other people. It's like other people they're never gonna get it, and it's fine. And that's totally fine. I just have to, treat them with kindness. I think that's the only way you have to do. Like anytime anyone doesn't understand you with anything, someone says something mean to you, respond to them with kindness. Respond to everyone with kindness because, yeah, they might not get it. But how you retaliate actually means a lot. Just show love back even when people you know might not get it. Haven't posted on Twitter in a while. You should. You should post on Twitter. That'd be cool. I'm missing some trades, which is not ideal. I think I'll give this post trade approval. Actually, I know this was like. I know this was a, break even, but I really don't think this was a terrible trade. The only thing it was. But the main thing is that it was against bias, which was bullish, and I should have done more research into the higher time frame model. So 5 minute 30-second. Yeah, I don't think this was terrible, guys. I'll actually give that post trade approval. And then this was going to be, same as usual, 2.5 average 4R. That's finally in there. Okay, that's done. I can mark that off my checklist for the day. So journal, tweets, spreadsheet. So, I didn't make the tweets. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Because I'm trying to do 2 tweets every single day. One where I do trade of the day, and then another one where I do, recap of my trades. But you know what? It's fine. I don't have time for that right now. We just got to move on. Dude, you've been grind. Dude, you could have said that any other way. No, but genuinely, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. What else do we look at? I want to see. Okay, why was I wrong with this idea? Why was I wrong? Well, why was I wrong with that lower time frame trade? Well, what do you see here, right? Accumulation range, giant accumulation range on the higher time frame. We sweep these lows out. So what does that mean this is? That means this is obviously manipulation. And I think this was really, really critical. Now, I'm surprised because I would have expected SMT. That was the one thing that I did not quite understand, why we didn't have SMT. Maybe I just missed it. But anyway, Kind of funny. Okay, accumulation. Dude, Haney, you're like one of my best friends, and we don't even like know each other in person. It's kind of funny. Like I genuinely have no friend. I'm a no life. So literally any friend is more than none. So why did we, why was bias bullish here? Well, giant accumulation range. It's kind of funny. I mean, when you see that kind of a sweep, that is so bullish, right? And then what happens? Then we retrace to discount of this displacement leg right here. Like I always say, the charts are the best teacher. The only mentor I have is NASDAQ. NASDAQ himself, man. That makes sense. So this is the higher time frame. So dude, I'm never gonna make this market recap. I'm not gonna. I need to work on getting enough sleep, but I don't know what else to do. I really would rather just get everything done. So why was bias bullish? Look how we sweep these lows. Oh, whoops. Okay, then we come down into this discount. Look how perfectly we hit discount. And so our draw on liquidity became this liquidity pool here. I mean, look how perfectly we go to that liquidity pool, right? You can't call that random. I mean, just so perfectly hit that liquidity pool. I feel like I love this tool. It's literally like X-ray. It's literally like X-ray vision. I don't know why other traders don't use it. It's literally like X-ray vision. I know exactly where the liquidity is. Because why wouldn't it be there? If that's where the most traders traded, that's where the most stop losses are going to be. Like, it's like an anthill in the forest. If I leave the anthills, they're not going to... The 99% chance those ants did not move, dude. I mean, theoretically, yeah, they could have. But did they? Did the ants really move the anthill? No. The stop losses are exactly right where they entered. That's just common sense. I feel like, I don't know. Obviously, this is good. Like, it's gonna move back to where the most people entered. I saw Dodgy reacted to his students' IPGA setups. That's kind of cool. So yeah, we perfectly dropped that liquidity pool. Oh, man. How could we have known to be bullish? I mean, obviously the market is so perfect. It's just like... take another screenshot of this. Perfectly draw up to liquidity pool. So I just don't get what PD array we use at the bottom of this, because obviously this is a buy model here. Obviously this is a buy model. So what was the PD array for this? Oh yeah, Hydra definitely relies on macros big time. And you know, every trader is different. That's okay. That's based off of everyone's own personal backtesting. Okay, I think the PD array we used, personally, I'm going to give just a final verdict on what one I think I used, right? This breaker was the final breaker before we just obviously take all these stop losses. So this breaker is going to be a beast. This is going to be a beast of a breaker here. So I personally think that this was the PD array that we used. We tapped discount of the range. Why is this breaker so good? Because it's the breaker before we take stop losses. So 1 hour breaker. So then we align to the 5 minute. One hour breaker, tap discount. We get 5 minute change in state of delivery here. I don't know. There's just nothing. I don't know if it's that obvious. Like, it's just not really that obvious of a model for me, at least. I don't know. What PC? I'm not even running a PC. I'm just running my laptop. That's why it's probably so bad. I need to get a PC. My laptop is such a dinky laptop. So I guess how could you take this? I don't even know. Nothing is super obvious to me in here. I guess we come down into that. It's still not super obvious. I feel like we gotta move on though. I gotta make the market recap. 4, 5. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect. I should probably just make it. Well, there might have been a good inverse value gap down here, actually. Oh, you know what? I think Random guy took this, didn't he? I remember Random guy saying that he took this inversion. This was nice. This was a nice trade. Random guy he's a little sniper. It's impressive. This is a good inverse or value gap. Shout out random guy here. Delivering from the CISD. This is an inverse or value gap that I would love to take. I mean, wow. Just so clean. Yeah, anyway. You just go AM. This is nice. I mean, imagine if you just get in on an inverse or value gap and then you just get in for the rest of the day. You'll be set, right? This is clean. Accumulation, manipulation. That hurts my eye, to be honest. And then you could even go... Oh, just short of the fourth. So 1 minute inverse or value gap. This was nice. This was at 651. I feel like there's a lot of inverse or value gaps today here. Like this, I remember seeing this live, this inverse or value gap, and I was like, this will be decent. I remember seeing this one, and I was like, I could see. I wasn't super convinced of it. Yeah, I mean, just 5 minute inverse or value gap was just instant dump down to that low. This would actually be a pretty simple trade, but pretty good. You know the Mount Chiliad mystery? I don't know about it. Tell me about it. So I kind of like this trade, just 1-to-1, where, we inverse this for value gap, maybe enter on a little bit of a retrace, and then just target 1R. That'd be 1.8R. I like that. I actually like this a lot. Honestly, I almost took this. No, I didn't. It's where aliens reside. Dude, no way. Wait. Like, I don't understand. Like, obviously not, like it's, like, rumored to be, or, like, confirmed, or, like, aliens, like, real aliens. I don't get it. I don't get what you're trying to say. Like, real aliens? That's confirmed. That's insane if so. Bro, that was an important detail, bro. I need to get in. I need to play GTA 5. I don't know. I don't play video games. I'm so obsessed with trading. It's just I'm obsessed, man. I'm so obsessed. IFG, wait. What is this? What time was this at? 10:15. IFG dash J 5 minute. Yeah, that was clean. You know what else? Another clean one is right. If you knew higher time frame was bullish, well, we sweep liquidity here. It's kind of funny. So yeah, like I was saying, if you knew the market was bullish, right? Sweep liquidity. So this is key. Oh my gosh, wait. This is a 30-second 2022 model, isn't it? So subtle. So subtle. Isn't this a 30-second 2022 model? This is very, very subtle, but I love it. Oh my gosh. Such a subtle, super, super subtle thing. But look at this, right? Okay, accumulation. Like, all this is obviously accumulation. Oh, do we have SMT at the low too? Wait, this is actually a really cool trade. I'm not gonna lie. And then maybe even... Where's midnight? Oh my gosh. The way we dip below midnight is... Oh, that's beautiful. So we... Oh. Now this, finally, I have something good to talk about in the market recap. This is cool. Look at that. Right? How obvious is it that this is manipulation? Pretty stupidly obvious, right? Because we perfectly go below midnight. Could not be more obvious. And then we also get SMT with that. Once again, whenever we get SMT with midnight, that is going to be like the penultimate sign that, that was the low. If it's a SMT with midnight. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I genuinely, I don't know what to do. Like, I try and get everything done, and I can never do it. But, you know what? It is what it is. Appreciate you hanging out, Haney. It's been real. 10:24. Yeah, because we ended up getting SMT with this low. Oh, that's so cool. That is really, really cool. So I was definitely offside. Alright, I think I might just film this. So on the 32nd, we break structure. Nice little displacement move here. And then, retrace back into measure it out from premium to discount. Retrace back into that area. Wow. That's so cool. And then perfectly up to the fourth. Oh my gosh. Wow. I feel like we got enough to talk about now. Okay, I need to just move on with my night. I gotta go. I gotta get to sleep. So. Probably just go like, up to this high. That's 3R. Okay, I'm gonna film. $10:30. 30 second.